Hello, hello, and welcome to this, let's say, random stream. It's all about Amiga38, me and my friends, the adventure we had at Amiga38. Hello, Raveman. Raveman was one that was at Amiga38 with me. Yeah, so I also have some stories to say, but yeah. It was let's say, an experience that I will never forget. Tiring. It was very tiring. And also, it was also very fulfilling in the sense I met so many people and so many developers, so many interesting people to talk to and to share, let's say, the experience, the Amiga experience, the Amiga journey. So yeah, quite a thing. I sent a message to my partner when I was there. I said, if I die, I want to think that heaven is like this. But it's true. The best heaven that you can have. Anyway, I am going to go to the usual stuff, and then I'll start sharing what what we went through. Some pictures are outside of the show, outside of the Amiga38. So it starts with the journey going there, and some pictures are, of course, most of the pictures are inside. But yeah, let's go to the usual stuff, and then I'll be sharing our journey. So, browser. There you go. So, as always, all I ask is that you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Oops. Remember that under each video there might be links. If you click on the more button, there will be links related to the video, sources, etc. And sources normally brings you to this page, the Mega page, where you can download the sources related to the video. Of course, I have my Facebook page, so please follow. If you are on Facebook, please follow the Phaze101 Facebook page, and there is also the Phaze101 Facebook group. But the group that is of real importance, let's say that, is Commodore Dev, where anything related to the Amiga or Commodore, not Amiga, only goes goes there basically. So I do encourage you to subscribe to it. If you should be yeah. If you write to me on Facebook, I do take my time. I do not answer immediately. I do not look at Facebook every day. But if you write to me on Discord, so please join my Discord, I do reply to you immediately. If you don't like Discord or Facebook Messenger or Facebook messages, then you can join my Telegram Phaze101 group, which since I went to Italy and was there for Passione Amiga, this has been growing for quite some time. If you want to go that extra mile and support us, then there is the usual stuff. You can either support us on Patreon or on Coffee. Hello, JJ Ballon. Good evening. Besides that, may I remind you that as Phaze101 and there's also as Retro Programmers Inside, because I'm member of both, let's say that, although I am the main for Phaze101. We have the Game Jam. So if you want to participate, I'll put the link in the chat. It's shoot 'em up. You can write it with any language that you like, as long as it is for 8-bit or 16-bit machines. It's only 16 days remaining, so not much remaining to write a game, but you know, basic games can be done in 16 games, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, so let me jump to my I need to change something here now, I believe. Let me see. No, it's fine. Okay, so as I said, me and my two other Maltese friends, we went to Germany for the Amiga38 last week. It was a long journey to go. The place is not so, at least for me, let's say that, it's not so reachable. One, I had to fly from Manchester, so it's nearly 3 hours drive from where I live. And then from Cologne to the place where the show is, it's like 1 hour by train, but you need to know, you know, where to go to be able to catch the train and stop at the right place. And none of us understands German also. So yeah, it was a bit of an adventure. I was lucky because I was flying from UK and they were flying from Malta. They were flying during the day. I believe that by 12 o'clock on Thursday they were there, while I arrived there at around 10 o'clock in the evening, but I left at 5 o'clock, okay, from here. Well, earlier because I was driving, but yeah, it is a lot. It was a long journey. The longest journey that I found is going back. Going back, I think was extremely long. My friends had to did not practically sleep from Sunday to Monday, and the flight was at 6 o'clock, if I remember correctly. And there were no trains, so they had to catch the last train in the evening on Sunday. So around 10 o'clock, we left to the train station. I went with them, and then they left on the train. The train was not direct like when they came, so they had to also do a change. It was really not an easy thing to return back. Same for me. I had the because I left later on. I had the chance to sleep, but when I woke up, I started my journey basically. Back, my flight was at 5 o'clock in the evening, but since then I started my journey to go back. I was lucky to have a direct train, so although the train was delayed by 20 minutes or so, but yeah, I had enough time. I arrived at the airport, so I left the hotel at 10. Arrived at the airport at around from the train at around 12:15 or something like that it was. But then my Cologne airport is quite big. I got lost so many times there. It has 3 terminals and multiple floors, and because when I came, I just went out basically straight. I just didn't experience the thing to do, check in and all that stuff. So yeah, yeah, I took some time till I found where I had to go. It took me about, I think, till 2:15. I was still trying to figure out where. But since my flight was at 5, I was still okay. Anyway, this is uh, the poster for Amiga38, what you see here. And now the pictures start. The pictures should be in chronological order, but because they took, it will be switching from maybe one subject to another, but it's still roughly at the same time. So yeah. Raveman can comment same as I am, as I will be commenting, because he was there with me. So first picture is, this was the ticket to enter to Amiga38. So we all made sure that we had a screenshot of it. And we also made sure to have the program. We went there, so the show was only on Saturday, but we had also the Friday when the vendors are there, no, when the stands are being set up. And this was a good thing that we had this, because this is where we really met the people, because on the next day they will be more busy, no? Here they were not so, on Friday they were not so stressed, let's say that. In fact, you're going to see pictures while they're building up their stands. Some of them, we were already talking to them. So yeah, it was cool. Also, I just entered the Amiga38, while my friends were not so sure that I'm doing the right thing, so they stayed out. So they filmed me. I saw a small video of me entering. I just, okay, let's go in. And it was okay, actually, but yeah. So this is the Saturday program. I wanted to go to most of these talks, but I didn't, except for the last bit. You get to do so many things there that you forget about these talks. I really wanted to. I've seen parts of them. I'm not saying that I didn't see nothing. For example, this one about the Amiga OS, the next one, the 3.3 that is coming out. I saw parts, big part of it, but the others, I was lost in the other stuff that we were doing. So um, yeah, it's it's what it is. Uh, you get to do so many things that and talk to so many people that you cannot do everything. So Walter decided to have Raveman decided to have a picture of this magazine. I do not understand why he had it. Maybe he hadn't put in the chat, but he had this magazine. Um, anyway, maybe he needed to read while he was on the train. I think this is because I think the next picture is him and Colin. You can see Colin, and that's Raveman on the train, uh, going from the airport to the hotel. Yeah, I thought so. I thought you were doing that with the magazine. Yeah, and you can see Walter was very excited, looking forward to go for it, for the Amiga 38, wearing T-shirt already with CDTV, etc., etc. uh, this is the train. Um, I think when they were waiting to catch the train to go to, I cannot say the place, to the place where the Amiga 38 was. Yeah, so this is at the train station in Cologne, basically. This I recognize. Now, because they arrived earlier than me, they had some time to, um, let's say, walk into the city or town or whatever it is. So they went to a park. I was still traveling. At this time when they went, I was traveling basically, driving. Um, was still not at the airport when they were here. So they went to some park because remember we arrived a day earlier than I mean it was Friday when we went, but we arrived the day before on Thursday. So yeah, they were going around the city. This is next to the hotel where we were. Actually, this is the hotel where we were. It was under a gym. So yeah, and somewhere up here was my room. One of these was my room. Can you see the mouse? Oops. Give me a second. Yeah, you can. Somewhere up here was my room. One of these. So this was the room of Walter, I assume. No, or Colin. Colin, I think. This is Colin. It's too neat. And yeah, this is the hotel where we stayed called McDreams. I mean, I don't have pictures of the hotel personally. And this is from, I believe, from the hotel. No, you took a picture of the um, view. Let's say that from the hotel. This is Walters. You can tell it's Walters. There's the uh, Raspberry Pi. I was playing games. And yeah, this is one of the games he was playing. I believe there is more. Yeah, look, the Raspberry Pi. Oops, there is even a video now. I'm not going to watch all the videos because there's quite a number of videos that he made. I did make some, but he made a lot more. So, again, his Raspberry Pi and playing the game. He likes these type of controllers. I'm not a big fan of this type of controllers, the pads. I am so. The gamepad is not my. For some games, it's good. I'm not saying it's, but I prefer the joystick, the normal joystick, or like the joystick of the Xbox. This type of joystick, it depends on the game. It really depends on the game. Yeah. Anyway, again, this is in the city. They went to on their way to the park, I assume. Yeah, and here there's the park. So I'm going to be a bit fast. Oh, we took a video of the waterfall. I didn't realize that when I saw it. By the lake. Oh no, that's not correct. No, this guy was. Oh, interesting. I didn't see this. You saw them driving boats. Nice. I have the same thing next to where I live here in UK. This is cool. They have more videos. Thinking. Okay, now this is the boat. Uh-huh. Okay. Anyway, then there is the lake. More pictures of the lake. Fountain in the lake. I haven't been here, so I'm seeing this with you guys. I didn't go there. Even took a video of this. I believe this is you now that made this type of videos, Raveman. Anyway. Oh, there is even the blocks to the thing. Anyway, more pictures of the park that was not far away from the hotel. And then they went, this is what I know, while I was on the plane, they went to the hotel and they were playing this game, from my understanding. So they were playing, what's the name of this game? I know it. Oh my god, I can't remember it right now. Blank. Chaos Engine, yes, thank you.
Thanks for the raid.
Raid. Oh, Proton. Thank you. Thank you, Proton. How are you, Proton? Anyway, and they continue playing, and I believe. Was this me? Probably no. Yeah, I think this is me. Leaving UK. Hello. Thank you for the raid once again, Proton. I'm just showing some pictures and sharing some videos of my experience, me and my friends at Amiga38. Normally I stream, hello Farai. Normally I stream Amiga coding or Commodore 64 coding, but today it's one of those random streams that I needed to do. There are so many pictures, and I thought instead of going through them one by one, let's share what we went through. So 3 Maltesers. That's the reality, because I went from UK and they came from Malta, and we met there at Amiga38. So this is me leaving UK. You can see it was raining. So yeah, because when I landed in Germany, it was really good weather. I mean, it was dark, but the weather was nice. Then the next day, the coffee. Walter has the habit of taking pictures of of the food. I mean, I did take a picture of the food, but it's not here. uh, we saw the shop, and Walter took a picture of it. Sorry, Colin took a picture of it because it's the name of his house too, in Malta. And for us, Medina is the oldest capital city in Malta also. So yeah, this we were walking in the city because the Amiga38 on Friday opened at 3 o'clock. And of course, we had to do something on Thursday morning. So we went around in the city and seeing what there was. Yeah, the ticket. Yeah, we continue walking around the city. Yeah, we came here to the square. We actually at here. Yeah, there was this nice building. Don't know what it was, but there was a wedding also. Yeah, and there was this church. You notice the top of it has fallen or something happened to it, and there's a sign on the left side. Hello, school coder, thanks for the subscription, much appreciated. On the left side there's a sign that they are going to rebuild it. I'm doing something a bit different though, OSK. I'm just discussing my adventure for Amiga38 instead of doing some code. It took me some time and to sort the pictures, but actually I haven't seen the pictures because when we merged them, I realized there are about 500 or more pictures. Yeah. But it's an interesting one. Trust me, it's an interesting one. You will see everything, not just Amigas. Anyway, there was this wedding. Then we ate here. We definitely ate here. Yeah, you can see there was the wedding. Me looking at something. Look, this is what I told you, that they want to rebuild this part that fell. Anyway, it's very nice building. Yeah, and then we started walking back. We ate basically, and we are walking back. Now, we took too many pictures of this building, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, you can see Raveman, because this wasn't me. Raveman wanted to make sure that he takes a picture of his hoodie before he wears it. Yeah, it's okay, Proton. But both of us had the same hoodie, basically. Now, we decided to walk it to Amiga38 instead of taking a taxi. And I think it was a mistake, especially for me. On the way there, we saw this retro shop. We took some pictures of it, and actually it's also found this image or another image, let's say that found itself in a game that Colin is doing. So yeah, it was pixelized and snapped into a game, basically. Anyway, as you can see, we are walking towards Amiga38, and you know, we had to take some pictures of the views and of the parks. However, it took us 1 hour 15 minutes or 20 minutes walk to arrive to Amiga38. I was dead. I do not walk that much normally. So here is this park. We stopped by, so this is even made the journey longer. And we took some pictures. There was this fountain. We took some pictures here, not just of the place, but there should be some pictures of us eventually. Yeah, there was. I mean, there was also a wedding here. So everywhere where we went, there was a wedding for some reason. Everyone fell in love and wanted to get married. Wherever we went. You can see, look, there's the spouse, no? Anyway, we took pictures somewhere here by the fountain. Yeah, look, they were taking pictures for their wedding. Oh, Walter preparing to take pictures. There you go. We took the picture. Us three in front of the fountain. And as you can see, I left UK in the rain, but there it was not raining. And you can be in a t-shirt. Anyway, now we arrived at Amiga38, and this is the side of it. Let's say the entrance is there on the left, but this is the side of it. And there was this type of decorations, let's put it this way. And you can see the people, what you call them right now, the preparing to taking things out of the cars to prepare the stands, no? Yeah. So, okay, not a nice picture, but there you go. Me at the front, he's telling me, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. That's what he said to me. It's too much tiring, and I had just arrived, you know. But after this, I'm missing. There is a video which I don't have, or I don't know what happened to it. After this, there should be a video of me walking in. Hello, Vamped Amiga. Hello. So, yeah, we eventually went in. Colin, sorry, not Colin, Walter, how come the videos are not appearing? There was us walking in here, and I'm using the sharing that we did. Anyway, so as you can see, the stands are empty, and they are building the stands. But I noticed that Turrican there, okay, and anyway, they continue. There's a story. When I noticed that Turrican, what happened? Yeah, more of the Turrican, which pictures are not. Somehow they are out of sync here. Anyway, you can see it's still, this is the Factor 5 stand, and they are still trying to build their stand. That is nothing actually, Vamp Amiga. This is one browser. I have another browser next to it that has much more, and yeah, it needs to handle a lot. I believe there are 94 right now, but yeah, there are 94 tabs. Because I was checking a minute ago. But I do have, and on that screen, which you cannot see here, I have another screen. There are more tabs open. I have various browsers open. Anyway, so there we go. I had to take a picture. We had to take a picture with the Turrican, but yeah, it's a shame. There is a video that is missing here. Me entering the thing, entering Amiga38, and the guys didn't realize, but I spotted him. He is the developer for Turrican. Now, not Turrican 1, I believe, but either 2 or 3. I when I told him he's a genius, because he said tell that to my wife. I remember. Walter, do you remember his name? Anyway, he's a cool guy. We were chatting with him about. Oh, really? Okay. Anyway, assume. I mean, the other guys didn't realize, Walter and Colin. They only realized when I told them. But yeah. Thanks, Fantamiga. So then you see, then they started taking pictures. There's Colin, and probably somewhere else there is Walter, which, as I said, the pictures are not in sequence for some reason. You can see this is Colin, and the stands are starting to, be mounted. Let's say that. You can see the Apollo team here on the side mounting the stand. Factor 5 are still not doing it, and then there is more on this side. Yeah, the Apollo team. I was guest on the stand of the Apollo team. Yeah, you will see pictures with the rest of the Apollo team later on, if they are there, because now I'm questioning what I have or not. But there should be most of the pictures, let's say that. And you can, oops, sorry, you can see Gunnar talking to, oh, Jesus, oh my God, his name, Dave Haney, no? Yeah. So, yeah, we do have pictures with him also, eventually. You will see them. So you can see, Walter, what was the name of this guy? We were talking to him. No, this is a mixture of pictures. We were 3 that went there, and we mixed all the pictures together. So I am sharing what our pictures, what we have in. So it's not just my pictures. There is mine, those of Colin, and those of Walter. So yeah, it's not. This is why I'm losing sequence. I forgot. We spoke a lot to this guy, Walter. Yeah. Amiga Future. He interviewed Colin. Yes, you are right. Yes. Actually, it wasn't him that. Yes, it was him that interviewed him, and then I met somebody else that wrote the article, actually, who is also in my Discord. Yeah. So yeah, you can see now the stands are starting to be built. Actually, this guy, I bought a lot of things from him. um, I bought for the Commodore 64. I bought the luminance fix for the Commodore 64. I bought the IDs, for the Amigas, so that you can put in CF cards. Yeah, Radiotronics. Yes. Um, he had also the OSSC, but he wanted too much, so I didn't buy it. It was too much. Uh, I didn't buy it, but I forgot what else I bought. But I bought quite a number of things from him. You can see here the stand of the SEM, the Amiga OS4 being built, and the guy Trevor now walking. He's cool. I mean, I had a good chat with him and talking about where I live and where he used to live. Let's put it this way, and things like that. Anyway, you can see more stands being set up. Factor 5 stand. This stand. This is where the Amiga OS4, the SEM computers. There it is, me entering. Look, it was out of sequence, but look, I just entered and the others were not sure. The hero. So I enter. If they stop me, they stop me. No, that's what I did. And nobody stopped me. Jesus, I just went, no problem. Yeah. So this was the poster at the front when we were entering. Don't know. See, I'm still entering, walking. Yeah. Look, it's not visible, but they stopped me there to put because they realized that I could enter on Friday, so they put a band which I should have here, but I don't know where I put it right now because I was sorting things out. Um, so yeah, and this is Walter entering now. Um, you can see the excitement of Walter. And now Colin enters. There's a story for it. Walter wanted this case, so there was a raffle for this case. So he went to buy the tickets for it. Unfortunately, he didn't win it. So we felt sorry for him, but he really wanted it. I wanted to buy a case, the transparent case for the Amiga, and they had all colors except the transparent case. Yeah, I was so ready to buy it, but anyway, you'll see the stand in a minute. So this is another poster when you're entering. Look at us entering now. Me in front, Colin behind me, and me at the front, and I'm telling them we. The thing is, we were supposed to enter at 3, but we entered before. That's why we were able also to see the stands still uh, being put up, basically. This is the magazine that they gave us on entering the Amiga38. And now, again, back when we entered, there was nothing, as you saw. Now you see that the stands are up, basically. And I had a problem. The band that they gave us, you can see me in my hand. No, the band that they gave us here to indicate that we were, I mean, that we paid and we entered and everything was too tight. Okay, so I went to the Apollo team. I said, "Do you have a player? I want to to release this." And and they did have something. It was very big and funny. When I used it, boom! The clip that was holding the band, the thing broke. So then I had to do a knot. But yeah, uh, it was an adventure. Let's say that. No, no, no. It wasn't. It basically immediately. I immediately went to the stand of the Apollo, and I told them to remove it. I mean, to give me something to remove it. And Gunnar came with a. But it's really, it's used for plumbing. When you have these big knots to uh, with the plumbings for water pipes to unscrew it. He came with one of those. It was very big, but anyway, it did the job. That it broke it. That it broke the clip. So here you can see they continue to put up the stands while we were walking. I believe, because this is Walter that did this. I think I was on at the stand of the Apollo team while Walter was doing this. I mean, correct me, Walter, if I'm wrong, but yeah, yeah. This stand is not up yet, complete, but this was related to a museum. No, Walter, this stand. I forgot. There is Amiga Future or some magazines, but it was related to some German museum, if I remember correctly. There were games to play. You could sit down and play games. There were various games, and yeah, this is when you enter. There were some posters. Funny enough, there is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm not sure why there is Assassin's Creed Valhalla there. I didn't notice that. I'm noticing it now. Of course, I do not understand the German, so yeah. I can see that it's December 2022, which is past, but I do not understand why it is there. Yes, there was some Atari also in the show. And now this is the stand of the English guy that did the Amiga 1500. What's his name? Walter. Remind me, you always come with the names immediately. Yeah, Stephen Jones. Um, yeah, he had the new cases with the new monitor, showing them, well, not new now, but there is the modern cases for the Amigas and the new monitors that he's trying to sell. See, they are still doing the. This is the stand where I said you can play games, but you'll see it the next day that you can play games. Right now, it's still being built. Um, Again, and Water. So this is Colin that did the video, not me. And Water was texting. I think I was playing on the Apollo stand. These were cases. I will show you later on. There was this stand that were selling cases for the Commodore 64, different colors. Yeah, I must have been here somewhere. Yeah, it's a long video, and it's really still yeah, you can see, look, that he's still building. Daniel is still building the stand. Yeah, same for Vector 5. Here there was Chris Holzberg here next to Vector 5, which is not there also. I wonder where I was when this video was taken. But I must be, because yeah, this guy is cool. We spend lots of time talking to him. Yeah, you can see what's his name? My God, I'm forgetting all the names. Battilana. Richard, he had the reshooter. It's so cool. The game is so cool. So cool. And he's also a cool guy. Me and Colin really chatted with him for a long time. And this is the stand of Virtual Dimensions. They stream. I met. I mean, I knew them from the stream because I did help them solve some. So I did help them solve some in the past for the game. Some blitter issues. So I was happy to meet them because I was talking to them back in the days when they were still developing the game, and now they had the stand, so it was cool to see them there. Okay, here is the shooter. I mean, I think the shooter was one of those games that was everywhere, or you could see it in lots of different places. Let's say that. It's really a good game, and yeah, it's a great shooter, and the techniques he used. He was explaining to me and Colin the techniques he used for the game. They're quite cool. So yeah, this is the joystick made from wood. I saw people buying these. I mean, it was too big. I thought of buying it, but it was too big for the luggage. It's very big. It would have taken half of my luggage. So yeah. And there you go, me and Gunnar playing. So that's where I was. I was playing basically. Yeah, he thought he could beat me. Yeah, right. Gunnar was explaining to me that the game. I mean, we've seen this game many times now on the Vampire, but now it's finished. It was, you know, the final touches were taking too long, but in the end they finished. And you know, the graphics are by Kevin Sanders. Yeah, Vamp Amiga, yes, he's very talented, very talented. Um, yeah, he was explaining things, and yeah, yeah, it's certain tricks he used. And notice in Reshooter, the screen is not 320, but it's 256 width. So that it gives it the vertical aspect, but at the same time, he gained copper cycles, no? He gained uh, um, cycles by doing that. Just one thing that um, we noticed. And there you go. Now back to Vector 5, and with Chris Hasberg, there is a Braveman um, taking the picture. So with Chris Hasberg, I didn't manage to take a picture. I tell you what, Colin asked me, "Can you take a picture with can you take a picture of me with Chris Hasbeck? Yes, of course. And I took a picture. And for some reason, okay, I forgot to take a picture with myself. So I'm gutted about that. But yeah, I do have pictures of Chris, but not with me, unfortunately. How many pictures did you take, Walter? There you go. Ah, this is the guy that has this game. He had a stand. We were actually. I didn't talk a lot too much to him. I mean, I think it's more Colin that spoke a lot with him. But yeah, had a yeah Patrick. Yeah, yeah, yes, Army works. I didn't talk a lot with him because when I saw him, um, I was busy with something else. Yeah, Tales of Gorlot. I cannot even say it. But anyway, but I was there. I did say hello to him, etc., but not really talk a lot. And now we're going to see some pictures related to what we saw. Yeah, yeah, he has a rock band. Yeah, 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 exactly. Yes. And there they are, the ex-Commodore engineers. So Walter caught them before me, it looks like. The PyStorm, they had quite a, not a big stand, but it was long. No, Walter, it was a bit long, no? Their stand. I didn't take any one of those stickers. Did you take sticker? I don't think you. I think you did. No, I think you managed to take a sticker. Ah, you forgot as well. At least, not just me. And then he's calling with RJ, and then there should be me. Yeah, I knew. And yeah, the beer started coming in also at that time. Thanks to Gunnar. Because look, I had to do. You see the thing, the band in my hand. I had to do a knot to it. Um, it was too early for me to start drinking beer, but yeah, Gunnar was gentle to. The first thing he asked when he saw me. And now we are on the stand of Vector 5 again. Yeah, the poster is up now. Um, this is. Can't remember where this was. I remember seeing it. Ah, yeah, where this guy is. We spoke a lot to him, but I forgot the name. Martin, was it Martin? Yeah, yeah, Jamaica, the genius. Yeah. Um, he has this. The guy has. He's the developer of a game that started with its basic compo. I mean, some of these pictures. I think here we are on the. This is where Morpho West was, I believe. The stand of. I think it's still being built, as you can see, but I think this is the stand because I'm seeing the Apple G4. So I believe, yeah, there is because there is Amitopia, Michael, but I think this is the stand where um, Morpho West was. The Amiga 2000 from inside. I need a keyboard like this, guys, but not of the 2000, but for the 4000. Ah, there you go. Me with Dennis. You know the what I told you about virtual dimensions. He's a streamer, and he had this stand, as I said, and I helped him in the game to solve the issue that he had. Ah, really? I didn't know. Uh-huh. I didn't know. That's why you were. That's why you took the pictures. Interesting. Yeah, I need the one for 44,000. I have a 4000, not with the original keyboard. So then Colin joined. And this is the game. Danger Dennis. Yeah, you can see it here. Abyss, I believe this is Colin. I was somewhere else when he was uh, doing. I believe this is Colin, right? Walter. That took. Yeah, yeah, of course. It's Colin. He was only talking to developers. Let's say that. There you go. Yeah, they gave us this beer. I wanted to try this beer, so I took a picture of it. I did. It's a local beer, I was told, so I just wanted to try it out. It was good, but not the best German beer. I'd say that I've taken. Yeah, it's still. This is the Morpho stand that there was an Ethiopia next to it. Yeah, they were sharing the same desk, I think. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Raveman. And there is Richard on did one of the talks. I was there for a little bit. I think these pictures were done by you, right, Raveman? Oops, again me. I believe this was you, right? Yeah, again me with Dennis. Then there was yeah this stand. There were some stands that were selling lots of things, so you can see lots of games here. I was looking for books, but the books that I saw were always in German. I didn't find books in English, unfortunately, because I would have bought if I found some book that I do not have, I would have bought it. But yeah, I was asking too much. Yeah, this is where trying to figure out which part was this. I can't. There you go. Us with the full team of Virtual Dimension now. Yeah, because normally they are these two, Dennis and Hug, something like that. It's his name. But yeah, he's also cool. He's funny actually. Um, so now the stands are starting to, you know, be up and running. You can see Pattilana here, Mike. Um, I believe this is when we went to eat actually, when we were So everybody was moving upstairs because I see the stand of the vampire, the Apollo team is covered, and these, for example, here in the middle, you can see that they are not. There's no body. That is because they came on a. They didn't come on Friday, but they came on on Saturday. So some of the you know the people that were had the stand, they were coming the next day. Yeah, this is uh, one of the talks. I don't believe I was here. This is really not me that uh, but Richard, and I forgot the name of the guy. He did the music for the game. Those sofas are not comfortable. I can tell you. I felt I'm sinking in them when I was on the sitting on them. Anyway, okay. So this is when everybody went up for to eat. I guess. Oh yeah, there was a talk for UNESCO. This I was there actually. I took some pictures. Look, yeah, this is me. I think that took the slides. Yeah, yeah, this is me. I was for this talk. Um, UNESCO recognizing the demo scene. Yeah, and this is upstairs eating or trying to eat. Let's say that because all of us were more interested in chatting, and this part I don't remember. I don't even remember this at all. So, Raveman, was it you that took this? I don't remember this at all. Ah, where was I? Oh, here. So everybody went up to it, no? So I said, okay, now it's time for me to go and take some pictures because the stands are empty. So I went down and I started taking pictures. A guy came running after me. Hey, hey, come, come, get out of there, I managed to take pictures of these, I believe. Yeah. Not this. This is not this is not me, but yeah, the oh, it was me. Yeah, it was me that took the film. Yes, it was me. Yeah, yeah, this is me. Hello, it's Mike. Yeah, this is the maximum I managed to do because the security came or whatever, and he told me to stop making or taking films. I should not be there because everybody was not there, basically. Anyway, I tried, no? Yeah, Walter had this thing of the socks. The socks were a Pac-Man and all that type of thing. Okay, so this is the next day. So now I have to tell a story now. Uh, so we agreed that we wake up at 8 o'clock, and we meet at 8 o'clock outside the hotel or at the top floor of the hotel where we were staying. And yeah, They woke up, they dressed up and, and went out at 8 o'clock. And I never appeared. So until 8:30, I did not appear. Okay? So then they started knocking on my on my door on my of my room, but nothing. I'd never opened the door. They were thinking of going to the reception, but then Colin decided to come and give it another try, I was told. So he came and knocked again on the door, and he knocked. That I managed to wake up. I was so tired from Friday because of, first of all, the walk that we did. And secondly, you walk a lot there. So that I was just nothing. I had the alarm at 8 o'clock. It was going, but I did not hear it. Yeah, look. Walter is saying, oh my God, we did worry. Yeah. I was literally under it. So then I told them, yeah, give me half an hour and I'll come. And Walter started to panic because he didn't want to lose 1 minute. But you know what? We arrived there at the show on Saturday and we were waiting outside. So there was no real hurry. But yeah, it's one of those things. This is Amiga kit. Here to stand there. We took this is, I think it's A600. It's a virtual emulated box of the A600. So now, the stands are up basically. Yeah, we found the queue. Yes, to enter. And you're going to see lots of Turrican, lots of reshooter, I believe, because those are the two main things that dominated the show in a way. I mean, from a game's perspective, I'm saying, okay, not but yeah. Yeah, you can see the shooter. That was the Amiga Futures 10, right? I believe the shooter was on the Amiga Futures 10. To the left, there was your game. Hold on. Which one? Michael? One more back. This is reshooter. Where? Which one? You mean reshooter? Which? I'm not under. Forward one. So this side. Is it the? This one? SM. On the left. So I see the slug. Oh, that is yours. Oh, Mike. Oh, oh, I didn't know. Aha! Yes, I saw that. Oh, oh, cool. There you go, guys. You have a developer on this in the stream. Oh well. So yeah, here is the Turek, and there was this box. Yeah, I believe this is either Colin or Walter trying it here. But then I'm pretty sure I have pictures. Okay, Colin with reshooter, and then probably it's me. Yeah, we really chatted with the guy for quite some time. Yeah. And then we came here. We were talking to yeah, he's very nice. And yeah, Theo, yes, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, we were talking to Theo, and he was actually we talked quite a bit, because more than once in the same day actually. Really, you follow his career, Michael? Why is that, if I may ask? So yeah, he was talking to us, Theo, about the game, and there it is. This is where I made the mistake. um, Chris Halsberg. Um, yeah, we were on his stand. Then, oh, okay. So there are more pictures that will come in a minute. Yeah, this is the Amiga that was used by NASA. Um, I'm not sure if it's an Amiga 2500. I was. Is it an Amiga 2500? Let me. It's 3000, not 2500. Or the one of NASA, you're saying 2500. Let me try this. Ah, 2500. Yes, you're right. Yes, that escaped me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 2500. I knew its existence, but I've never seen one. Well, I knew because I read it somewhere. Oh well. I don't think any one of us took a picture of what was written there. This blue is nice. This case blue is nice. But I wanted a transparent one. Yeah, this is the stand where the Amiga OS 4 is. No, I mean, there was also the Python. There you go. So Colin took the picture and I didn't. As I said, Turrican is one of them. I liked, there was this guy, he modded the cases and put lights in them and shit, and I liked what he was doing. I mean, I have better picture than this from the inside. You can see that he took the cover of the floppy, so you see it moving, and same for the PSU, he cut part of it and put lights. It's quite nice. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Ozzy, I didn't notice your messages. Oh, welcome, Ozzy. Yeah, it's they really look nice the way he's doing it. No, it's not a Amiga. He's just takes an Amiga, um, cleans it or whatever he does. You can see the floppy, removes it, adds lights to it, and change things. I don't recall he saying it's not an original Amiga. Raveman, can you confirm? Yeah, there is the, but is it not the original Amiga board? I mean, it says Project Red. I don't recall him saying that, but yeah, that's why I'm asking you. Yeah, 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 of course. Yeah, you see, it's Project Red. It's not. No, it is like it. It is like Re Amiga. Aha, but it's not Re Amiga. It's like the Re Amiga. Aha. I forgot what he was saying, or maybe I didn't hear him saying that. So a standard power supply. He recapped it and added a fan. He said it's a static only, the fan, and yeah, added light to it. Yeah, it's very cool. And the Mega 65 appeared. And while I was here, oops, the picture, I thought another picture was going to come, but it didn't. So yeah, there were these guys um, running around. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Michael, yes, I am. I'm the one. Today I'm just showing this. Normally I do assembly, yes. Well, if you need anything, just join the Discord, and the links are in the upper right hand corner here. And sometimes there's the link for Linktree that gives you all the links. And please join Discord, and if you need any help, just message me or right there. Again, Turikin. I believe there is Colin now playing this. Either Colin or Walter. Oh, well, it was jumped, but yeah. This is the thing, the pictures, because we merged them, are not really in sync. He was playing the one of Vector 5, and he's also Vector 5. They were playing the shooter here. Yes. Yes. Look, there he is. This one is Egbrecht. I cannot say his name properly, but is this one? Walter, is this Egbrecht or not? Because when we went to sign, they only said he should sign the game. Willie, not the others. What I noticed in the in Amiga38, there was lots of people brought their Mister to show their stuff because it's easy to carry. You will see the Mister in various places. I've never, yeah, okay, thanks, Michael. I've never seen Julian, so yeah. As if they're going to do something to you now. So yeah, there were these displays, which I believe I was explaining later on to Walter that I do know how to code these. Yeah, and I'm saying it here, I think. Wait.
I programmed this.
Sit down. Here? He said it. I programmed this.
I programmed this.
Yeah, there is again he's playing. Ah, they stopped updating. Really, they missed her. Why is that? Um, Again, some more things related to music, and you can see this Hoffman, the Hoffman album also. You have a Mister, no, Ozzy. The Mega 65 running the bouncing ball for the Mega 65, of course. Yeah, you do have one. I remember you telling me, yeah. Anyway, you can see that now the people are, starting to get very busy. It was busy actually. Look, I was going through those books. No, only Germans, and there was more books on this side, and yeah, there were some lovely colors for the Amiga, I have to say, but cases. But I still wanted a transparent one. I wanted a transparent one, and they didn't have. Again, this is the same that we saw earlier, the 2500 of NASA. You see, this is the stand where MorphOS was. Yeah. I did take some peeks at this myself. This is of Jones, this stand. Again, look, still me checking MorphOS. So yeah, as I said, you'll be seeing lots of Turricans stuff. Oh, Punk, at least. This color is nice though. This blue color is I'm starting to like it now. I'm seeing more the pictures. I'm starting to like it, but yeah, it's the color of Phaze101 also, not that blue. So I like it for sure. Oh god, I wanted one of these joysticks. Oh god, how much I wanted one of those joysticks. But there was only second hand, and they were too expensive, nearly the price of buying them new. So I didn't go for it. Yes, why not? Amiga written in yellow. Why not? What's wrong? And I will sign it also. So when I pass on, it will have value. not. No, it's not. If you have a case, for example, I have my A4000, okay, the case is really bad. When I bought it, okay, was really bad. To hide the defects that it had, I had to spray it black because it was the only option that I had. I could not spray it the color that it originally had because the defects would still be seen. It had somebody dropped, or I don't know, when I bought it, okay, I got it cheap, so because of cheap I got it what I got. The inside was okay, but the case was not the best. So I really had to spray it. I had no other option. And it was not question of rust. They dropped something that the case, I don't know, it was like bubbled. I mean, I do not know how to explain it, but with black it doesn't seem unless you go close to it. But yeah. I wanted a transparent case. Come on, a transparent case would be nice with lights in it. That's what I want to have. And there's the vampire. This Codecraft, this is a IDE for the Amiga. You need Workbench 3.22 for it to work. But yeah, it's an IDE like, I don't want to say Visual Studio or Visual Code, but it's an IDE for the Amiga now. So the Amiga has a proper IDE finally. You'll call the police if I mean, I'm not going to ruin it. I mean, I like standard Amigas, you know me on that. So I will not do that for sure. I prefer the original color, definitely. But when you have no choice, you have to do something to it. And I'd like to buy a case that is transparent, as I said. I mean, not ruin a case, but buy one, you know? This is before I go there. This is the um, game that oh my god, now even his name. I just said him hello before this stream. Dave, man, remind me the name. Daniel. Um, is doing. Um, he's so tall. The guy. He's very tall. Yeah, sovereign soccer. Um, he's so tall, really tall. We took a picture or something like that, and he needs to bend down to be to our level. But yeah, it's cool. So this guy is in my Discord. I spoke to him, but I never knew who he was. So he's an Amiga future writer, okay? And he just, honestly, while I was walking, he stopped me and he started talking to me. I said, "Oh, I'm in your Discord. This is who I am." And I had no clue, and I spoke to him before. Then we took a picture, but yeah, it was cool. And I met him later on also, and we were talking um, about about Amiga Future and anything else that I do and he does. His name is John. Yeah, they were selling this controller, the one that Raveman likes. Yeah, he's been working on it for quite some time. But he was quite cool. He was explaining some tricks that he used and all that stuff. So yeah, he's been working on it. Actually, on Friday, if you notice, we saw it on Saturday. On Friday, he could not show it to us because it had a bug that he could not. Um, he needed to work on. Uh, so yeah, yes, these are wireless though, Ozzy. You plug um, into the Amiga or on the Commodore 64, and the controller is wireless. The only thing is the NES way of controller. Raveman likes them a lot. Well, lots of things could be in danger. Excuse me. So again, we shooter. Putty. But don't ask. Okay, so here is the stand. So these guys, you can see the transparent one for the Commodore 64. I mean, for the Commodore 64, I'm not so keen, but for the Amiga, transparent one will look really nice. There is the ultimate, okay, but there was no ultimate for sale, okay. That was just to showcase it. Two photos before. This one. Yeah, look. Even this one is scratched. Yeah, so I want this type of joystick. I've been trying to get one for some time, and they had it there. But it was second hand and nearly the price of new. So I didn't get one because of that. And this joystick, you can use it also as a gamepad, so as a pedal, you know. So this is what I like about it. So it's not just joystick and lots of fire buttons. It's joystick and other stuff that you can do with it. So if anyone knows the name, please let me know. So yeah, I was saying, there is the transparent case for the Commodore 64. It's nice, but the Commodore 64, I'm happy with the way it looks, you know. And my first Commodore 64 was the bread bin, so for me, that is the case for the Commodore 64. What I have behind me. So yeah, but I find it hard to change that case or the 64C case, because they're small. It's not really, but for the Amiga, it's a different story, in my opinion. Maybe I will get the transparent case and I say, oh, what the heck did I do? Well, Commodore doesn't exist anymore, my friend. So yes, why not? Those are cases for the Commodore 64, no? Not as far as I know. The Amiga logo is owned, but not the 64 one, from my understanding. But anyway, it's what it is, no? I think I don't know where I read this. I could be wrong, but or they could be wrong. But after a certain amount of time, it the copyright doesn't exist anymore for such a thing because it's a company logo and the company is dead. Doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if it's owned by somebody. As far as I know, the Amiga one is. To be honest, I do not go into these details. And why would you fight on a logo? So it's what it is, you know. It's. I mean, long live the Amiga and the Commodore, not fighting on a stupid thing. There was enough, I think, um, wars, let's put it this way, or arguments between companies already. Why add more? So yeah, I think it's after all these years, I think it's stupid. But yeah, do for me that is business. I don't care. I'm a Commodore fan, so I like them. So that's it. There you go. Individual computers has the logo of Commodore. What? I have no idea. No idea. Anyway, the Mega 65 again, more closer. What a beautiful machine, man! And I have to say that I am the owner of one, and I love it. The keyboard is really, really something spectacular. It's very, it's um, very nice keyboard. Very nice keyboard. Yeah, same. It's the same usual floppy that we are used to. Yeah. You know what? I am. I mean, I spoke with Jens a few months ago. Um, I never thought that he owns the logo of the Commodore 64. Never thought that. But not Commodore or not Commodore 64. Sorry, of Commodore. But okay. Abyss, Aqua Abyss. Sorry. There you go. So Leon is one of the Mega 65. I mean, he's part of the group, and I was so happy to meet him. Very happy to meet him. I this was unexpected. He didn't know he was there just to drop a Mega 65 to another stand, and then he dropped his on the um European user group or whatever it is, and then we started talking. So this was really, really an unexpected thing, and he's really, really nice guy. Really nice guy. Actually, let's go back a minute. This is his personal Mega 65, from what he told me, because he dropped one at the stand of Stephen Jones, and then because he was invited to this stand, he brought his and put it there. But yeah, the Mega 65 is a nice machine. You can see there were people. Ozzy, next time you're coming with me. You should really, you would have really loved it if you were there. Copies. Colin with the developer. Yeah, they were showing. This is a demo, Walter, right? I see Metro Siege, but this is a demo of it, no? Yeah, yeah. It is. It is interesting. So, this is where one other thing that us three missed. There was the developer of Quake, right? Raveman. But we missed him. Doom. Yeah, not Quake. Doom. And we missed him. That we were all three gutted. Yeah. We didn't realize he was there. Well, to be fair, you will miss somebody. There's so much to see, that. Yeah, Metro Siege. Yeah, I'm not sure also about Quake. Hello, Colin. Duncan, not Colin. um, Duncan, I'm showing some pictures that we took when we went to Amiga38 last weekend. So you can see the mister again. Many people had the mister, as I said. It was a way of, not carrying too many things. Thanks, Duncan. I mean, this is a random stream. I'm just, as I said, I decided to stream what the pictures of our journey or our adventure to Amiga38. This is another mistake of mine. So I have the first two books and I forgot to get the third one. I said I will buy it to myself. Look, we were talking to Joe. I said I will buy it myself, and boom, I got distracted and I didn't buy it. So yeah, I have the first 2 volumes, but not the third one. This joystick is really nice, eh? I mean, you need to feel it. It's wood. It's proper wood. And it's very heavy. But it's big too. When I saw it, I thought, okay, I will get one, but it's too big to have one in the luggage. I need to go by car, not by plane. There. Yeah, there were these like gifts to buy. I believe Walter bought these type of because they were USB. No, I'm not a big fan of these things because I know I will lose them. It's not me. But they are nice. I'm not saying it's not a. It's just that I know what will happen to it if I had to buy them. Because it can also be used with other systems. No, that's why it has so many buttons. No, this is in Germany game. Duncan? No, this is Germany. We, me, Colin, and Walter went to Germany. We met there, and we went to Amiga 38. This game is nice. Uh, this is Turrican on the same computer, no? Yeah, and there was this kid playing it. Not Turrican, Hurricane. Yes, sorry. Yeah, Hurricane. And then this is the stand where I told you that there were games to play. You can sit down and play games. So this is of I think this is the stand of Marvin. No, Raveman. They had computers for sale. Yeah, because here I was also looking for books. Yeah, here I was looking also for books, but no luck, no luck, no luck. Games as much as you want, but no books. Or the books he had were in German. Yeah, this is. I told you I went to see to hear the uh, Amiga OS 3.3 talk, and this is the. It has some nice features. 3.3 is coming out soon, and it has some nice features. Yes, here, RJ Michael. Yeah, the same computer. The Amiga 1. Your Amiga on Lego, and I believe this is made from Lego, the floppy drive. I do not like the color of this one, for example, Ozzy, but it has value. Look how many signatures it has. Again, these guys, you'll see them later on. Again, this picture that we took. Oh! So, you go to the toilet, and to aim properly, you have that, that thing. It's cool. You score. Sensible soccer. This is where they were selling some more. This is where Raveman bought tickets, not one, tickets, plural, so that he might win the box, the case that he wanted. There you go. And then we decided to take a picture behind the poster of Amiga 38. Unfortunately, the pictures are not really in sequence. So yeah, this happened early in the when we entered, I believe. There you go, Daniel of Sovereign Soccer. He's bending to take a picture. He's so tall. Well, actually, even Teo is tall, eh? There you go, Colin playing. Yeah, now he's playing Turrican. I mean, there is sound. I'm muted. But you hear more the sound of the people, than of the noise going around than of the game. Maybe there's. Yeah, this was nice. They have this thing of Turrican. It was very nice. Made from metal, I believe. It wasn't big. It looks big, but it's not big. You can see the water bottle next to it. It wasn't small, but not big. And there is Sovereign Soccer. Now we went again to talk to Daniel. Yeah, because we spoke to him several times. He was commenting on the game and where he had bugs or what he changed and stuff like that. Fire and Ice. This is the stand where you could play games. Poor Amiga without those keys. Yeah, a1k.org. I mean, you all know these guys. And guys, this is the youngest coder that I know of for the Amiga or for the Vampire. He's so cool. He's so cool. He's really, really cool.
Thanks for the raid.
What did it mean? Oh, Sam! Thanks for the raid, Sam! Welcome, Sam! Oh my god, Sam! Guys, follow Sam! He does streams on real hardware related to Commodore retro, sorry, not Commodore, 8-bit and 16-bit machines. So, yeah. Yeah, CD32 you mean? Duncan, yeah. So, Sam, I'm showing some of the pictures that we did last week when we were at the Amiga38. I was saying Arnie is the youngest coder that I know of that can code in assembly for the Amiga or the Vampire. I really had long chats with him. He's very nice, very nice. I mean, and now I'm on the stand of the Vampire again. I spent lots of time actually on the stand of the Vampire because I was guest of Gunnar for the Apollo team. You'll see me in a minute. Again, I did not go for this talk, so I do not know which one was this. Braveman, which talk was this? I don't remember this talk at all. What was she talking about? I have no idea. Ah, okay. Had no idea. I was not up here. I was at the Apollo stand, I think, when she was talking. There you go. Again, Colin, with the developer of oh yeah, Patrick Nevian. Yeah. When it comes to names, guys, I really struggle. Okay, this was really interesting. So you see this synthesizer. This is a 1970 synthesizer. Okay, now this synthesizer lost its tuning. Okay, it, if you had to listen to it, you will not hear good sound from it. It was connected to these 3 laptops. You don't need 3 laptops, but just to make it, yeah, Michael, yeah, thank you for the information. Yes, exactly. It was connected to these 3 laptops, and through MIDI, I believe, and you could use the keyboard. So the first 2 laptops on the from the right are the keyboard, okay, and the other one is the mixer, okay, or whatever to create effects. And the music that was coming from this synthesizer compared to how it was in the 70s was incredible, really incredible. I mean, both me and Raven tried it, and we played a bit with it. I mean, the guy was explaining to us. He took even pictures of us doing it. So I don't know. Maybe other people were not so interested in it. I mean, I don't know. But he literally, when we were playing with it, he went on the side and was taking pictures. So yeah, it was really something that I, unless you, I think you hear it, you cannot really. Ciao, Sam, divertiti. It is something that you need to experience to get, so that you appreciate the difference, how this synthesizer was revived. So yeah, it's something that I'm happy that I tried actually, and I didn't miss it. Like some people were passing by and they were ignoring it, but I'm happy that I didn't. Yeah, you can see the software Quadrasit that he was using. Game more pictures, you can see people. I mean, doesn't look that there's many, but trust me, there were people. I mean, I don't know at what time this was taking this picture, but there were people in the show. Okay, so I think this is me. No, this is Walter that did this. Because I do have something similar. But Walter is fast moving this. I was not there, so I do not know. It's what they're trying to do, because this game is like it's being built or being developed, but it is from what is the name of the game? I'm really bad at names. Colin Lionheart. Is it Lionheart? Yeah, it is Lionheart. Sorry, I'm mixing it with Wolfchild. But I do not know what were they doing. I did not understand. Um, well, I'm not understanding because I was not there when. I mean, it's either Colin or yeah, it's either Colin or Raveman that took this. The Amiga 1000 running Turrican. There you are, me, Gunnar, and Arnie. I think there's a better picture of us because Gunnar there looks funny. I forgot the name of this guy, but he was cool and he helped us a lot because on the way back we couldn't get a taxi. So he called the taxi and in German, you know, so it was cool. Yeah, Marcus, yes, Marcus. But Raveman, when you have a minute, actually, can you send me his Facebook? I want to get in touch with him. He was really, really helpful. Very nice. You know, me, I mean, you're not seeing it, but I was sitting like these people on the chair, and all of a sudden, Gunnar pulled me up and put me on the stage. So you are not seeing that, but that's how it happened. There I am, and I was not comfortable on that sofa. I can tell you. I felt like I'm like this. I'm cramped. It really dug. It goes inside the sofa. But anyway, so one of my jobs was to present uh, the winner with the glass shield or whatever they gave. Yeah, most of the Germans are tall, or that we met. And another thing, when I was on that park, I could not see anything. The light was in my eyes. I mean, even the others. We could not see the people at all. Okay, now I think Big Gun is presenting me. Probably I will be standing up in a minute. Not yet. Okay. He's talking, yeah. And saying how it's going to be done. Yeah. Yeah, this is I mean it doesn't show, but this is an old school demo. I like this one. And it's done by Arnie actually. There you go. And then I started talking. I mean, it wasn't just I started talking, but yeah. You know, this is the same sofa that was used for Love Bite. Um, it's the same place for Love Bite. So you are used to this sofa. I'm not sure if it's also used for strippers, but yeah. I definitely I did not strip, but I wish there was a stripper. I wouldn't mind. No, no, honestly we could not see. I was talking and but I could not see the people in front of me at all. Anyway, your auto mode, the auto stopped your message, Ozzy, but I am reading it, so no worries. But really, we could not see. Now I think yeah, I'm going to give the box to the winner. Arnie gave me the box, and then I'm going to give it to the winner. Yeah, but it should be something like that. Yeah. And now it's my speech probably, but it's part of it. Yeah, look. So the photos were not in sequence. This is when he brought me the box so that I can give it to the winner. But yeah, the, the guy was afraid to open the box. I did not understand. There I really did not understand. Okay, Ozzy, good night. He yeah. I was telling him open the box but he didn't want to. Or maybe he did not understand English. I mean, I don't know. Because he didn't say a word. There you go. You see, there's a better picture of ours, of us. And there is Azim. Michael. There you go. The Apollo crown. And now they were giving, yeah, nice. But it's a nice touch actually. I like it. Now they were giving the prizes for best. I mean, and also the lottery. They want that. Raveman wanted to win. I forgot what this guy won. Yeah, the community awards, but what this guy won? Best hardware software community? No, not this one. No. Best hardware and software community is OS 3, OS 3.3. This one was something else. Oh yeah. I forgot what he won, but yeah. Again, us. Apollo team, for some reason. And this is the OS 3.3. Oh yeah, he's the guy of PyStorm. Yeah, yeah. He won that. Yeah. The glass trophy. Yes. And now also OS 3.3. And now I believe it's Amiga Future for, yeah, there you go, the guy of Amiga Future for the work that he does. Ah, you were nominated, Michael. I had no idea. Yeah, I'm not going to watch the videos because we will never finish if we watch, because there are too many videos. Yeah, I had no voice. Yes, actually true. There were these two guys always. Monkey Island, no? Fortunately, the pictures are not the best. Okay, now it's 3.3. And there you go. The show has finished, and we send a message to Paula D'Urso here. Because I was in Amiga Passion a few weeks ago, and Colin is doing some work with him, so we decided to send him some message. So yeah, I believe we are close to the end. The Amiga Kid guy. I will be meeting this guy soon. He actually lives close to where my partner lives. I mean, my partner is Slovak originally. So when I go to visit her family, I will go and see him because he's close. Yeah, again, Marcus and Walter and his socks. I think this is when we entered. So this is really Factor 5. Look, they haven't yet put the stand up. These are the videos now. So I believe all of them will be videos now, whatever I will show. You see, they are still mounting the stands. This is Friday. Yeah, Walter making the speech to the group. Right, Walter? Again, yeah, this is the guy that I was mentioning earlier. That he also has a band now with his wife. And Sovereign Soccer again. And this is Friday. Look, he was not showing it. Look how, I mean, you cannot really see, but Daniel is quite tall. You can see how tall he is. And this is some of the trophies that we got from the show, let's say that, or we had, but Walter wanted them signed, and one of them is the one of Colin. He wanted it signed. Yeah, these are some of the trophies. I should have done something like that for myself. I didn't do it, but they are quite similar, no? I don't know what is tomato. Yeah, this is the TV. Again, more trophies. Walter. Yeah, the Phaze 101 hoodie. I'm skipping some of these, okay, but because they're quite long and I know it's we passed through them because these are the videos. Yeah, I realized it's the tomato of your Raspberry Pi. Yeah. Oh God, this is what we used to have in the morning, and Walter decided to take a picture of it. So funny. Again, the trophies. Yeah, Walter and his Pi, Raspberry Pi. And now returning back, I assume, right? How happy? Yeah, yeah, this is, yeah. I'm skipping some because I think they are either duplicate or I don't know what happened there. But yeah, you put games, um, games that we know were there, no? Yeah, correct. We are at the end. But actually, this was at the beginning when this video was done. I remember this guy playing. It was at the beginning. Yeah, the joysticks that the arcade there that became famous with us. Let's put it this way. Yeah, things. I mean, some of these pictures we've seen. I do not understand how they are repeating. Yeah, this good video. Oh, this is of the guy that was selling the joysticks. Yeah. Yeah, he had so many joysticks under the desk. It was full of them. Which one? Hold on, hold on. Which video? Sorry, I missed it. The video that I just played or previous one? Back on with Richard. Hold on, Michael. Now you are. Uh, which one are you, Michael? Are you this one? Behind the guy. At the beginning. I'm not understanding which one. So the vampire guy behind him, you mean? That. Stop at the beginning. I'm here. In the black shirt. This one. On the Oh my god, that's you! Oh my god, man. Anyway, nice to meet you. I didn't know. Oh my god. Oh. And I was trying to figure out uh you were saying these things and I'm trying to figure okay, where did I was trying to understand since I've been on doing this stream, trying to understand who you really are. But now, okay, yeah, I remember your face. I don't think we spoke though. No? Yeah, this is the thing. When I went for the talks, some of the talks were in German, and that was a problem for me. I do not understand German, no? So yeah. Yes, the shooter one was in German actually because I did go up. And then I went down again because it was in German. Yeah. But Michael, uh, I wish I spoke to you when I was there. um, yeah. Did you speak to Raveman and Colin? I missed it because I also was spending time on the Apollo stand. So yeah. Um, Gunnar had to explain some things to me also, or when we are going up, which I did not understand because, as you saw, I sit down with the audience, and then all of a sudden I was pulled up. Oh man, I missed that. This is why I was not constantly with Colin and Walter. I mean, we all went in a way our separate ways, but we were meeting constantly. But I was the least, I think, meeting them. Right, Walter? I mean, uh, yeah, because I was spent some quite some time on the Apollo stand. Yeah, this is again Friday. Yeah, again, this is I believe either it started again from the beginning or I don't know. Give me a second, guys. Let me do the close up. Let me see what happened to the pictures if we actually, yeah, actually that was the not last one but nearly the last one. So yeah, to be honest, the one that follows is this one. So it's the Mega 65 again. Let me show it. Let me show it. Yeah. Oops, not that one. Yeah. And then the last one, it's this one of Colin with developer of Aqua Cobis. So yeah, we actually finished the the pictures. Yeah, actually, I am now I'm gutted. So there are some people that I missed, no, and I'm gutted, and I'm gutted now that I missed you too. So uh, yeah, I did see you, so I'm not saying I didn't see you, but I didn't talk to you, and it's a shame. Um, so yeah, uh, I'm sorry for that. um, did you talk, Michael? Did you talk to Graveman and to Colin? Yeah, it is a week already, but when so everybody was returning home on Sunday, no? But we actually returned home on Monday, and in my case, practically Tuesday morning, because when I arrived, it was late. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Michael, sorry. I hope it will be in Amiga 40 uh, to talk to you. Um, yeah, definitely, because especially I like talking to developers. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's all I had. You can see. Um, I wish I can show you what's behind me, okay? But I have a bit of a mess, to be honest. You can see the Amigas there. Those never moved. But what I have on this side, you cannot really see. I have the 128D, the C64, the Mega 65. I have the Vampire. Um, I have some other stuff. And yeah, it's right now I'm trying to reorganize stuff to be able to stream from each device correctly. Um, because as I've been saying, and honestly, it's taking me time, and it's because of work. It's taking me time. Um, uh, I would like to start coding, or not, maybe not fully coding, okay, but do big part of it on the actual machine, um, just to show uh, things how they were done back in the days and how can they be done in the modern way. Um, but to get the machines, the real hardware setup, is taking me some time. Um, Especially where the Commodore, the Amigas, there isn't one. There are many of them, no? So I'm trying to get as many of them as you can see. 500, A1200, A600. So three there, and I have a 1000 also. And I would like to try on each one of them the whatever we do. Um, so that because there are some differences, but normally whatever we do should be fine. But yeah, it's one of those things. Um, I hope eventually I will have everything sorted. I'm also waiting for some stuff also to arrive to be able to stream properly from the machines. Um, Botu, I didn't realize you followed, but thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Sorry, I missed that, guys. I hope. I don't think tomorrow I will stream. I mean, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But if not, I hope to see you the week after. Um, Maybe also on Tuesday if Ozzy has anything that he wants to show. But thank you very much for being here, for seeing what we did. Much appreciated. And yeah, see you in my next stream. Thank you. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.